Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 16th of March, 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1 is all about tumbling global markets on the back of the massive sell-off in Credit Suisse. It began when the chair of the Saudi National Bank, which bought a 10% stake in Swiss giant Credit Suisse last year, ruled out providing any more financial assistance. That triggered a 30% fall in the bank's share price and fears of financial contagion around the world. Swiss regulators moved quickly, saying Credit Suisse could access liquidity from the central bank if needed. Late today, Credit Suisse said it would borrow up to $54 billion from the Swiss central bank. Now, Credit Suisse has been hit by a series of scandals in recent years, including the biggest trading loss in its 167-year history on the implosion of Archegos Capital and the damaging closure of $10 billion of investment funds linked to collapsed finance firm Greensill. Now, this bailout package, that certainly sent already skittish global markets into a panic. Story number 2 is all about the local market's response to the Credit Suisse crisis. The S&P ASX 200 fell another 1.5% today to 6,966 points. The market is now trading close to its lows of early January. Oil and energy stocks led the way lower today as commodity prices fell. Many financials also tumbled. The drop reflects fears of financial contagion, as we just talked about. BHP was down 5% and Rio Tinto was off 4%. Fortescue Metals fell 3%. ANZ and Westpac led the big banks lower, though Commonwealth Bank actually outperformed the market. Woodside Energy was off more than 5%, while South32 and Santos both tumbled 4% or more. They're a bunch of very large companies falling a lot. The stocks that did best were the defensives, the ones that look good in tough times. Newcrest Mining rose on the back of high gold prices. Coles Group and CSL were up around 1%. Telstra also rose. Story number 3, BHP is facing the world's biggest class action lawsuit based in the UK after 500,000 new claimants were added in the past 3 months. The action is over the 2015 Samarco dam disaster in Brazil, the country's worst ever environmental disaster, in which a 110-metre high dam wall collapsed, sending 32 million cubic metres of sand and sludge downstream. It killed 19 people and destroyed much in its path. Now, London lawyers say there are now 700,000 claimants, and the trial is set down for April next year. The action will try and hold BHP financially liable for damages. BHP denies the claims in their entirety and, along with its joint venture partner Vale, has set up a foundation to help victims. Story number 4, the unemployment rate in Australia has fallen back to 3.5% after more than 64,000 people found work in February, according to the Bureau of Statistics. After a couple of wobbly months, there was a big bounce back in full-time jobs. It adds weight to the argument that the Reserve Bank will lift the official cash rate when it meets early next month, although there's plenty of other reasons for it to stay on hold. And story number 5, the property market is tough at the moment, with high interest rates hitting leveraged builders, while new home approvals have tumbled. Now, the country's largest builder, Lendlease, has warned that more builders will go to the wall. Chief Executive Tony Lombardo, in an interview with the Financial Review, said more builders are feeling the pressure and will go under. He said smaller players have taken on fixed price work during the peak of the cycle, and then inflation hit and material and labour became more expensive. Lendlease itself is under fire from activist shareholder Tanara Capital, which released a note this week saying the company hasn't created shareholder value over a sustained period of time. The note points out that Lendlease's share price is lower than what it was 30 years ago. The share price has certainly been volatile and is trading at about 1/3 the level of mid-2018. But Lombardo said his strategy of delivering $8 billion in property completions by 2024 is on track. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 16th of March, 2023. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.